Yo, what's up guys, welcome back for the Yugioh Pro Duel video. Holy Knight as an archetype was revealed, I think a couple of weeks ago. I think already everyone already has seen like the archetype, right? But I tried them out pure, but the archetype needs more support. So I decided to combine them with other archetypes, and it seems to work well with Shaddolls. Even though as you saw in the profile, the engine is quite small. It definitely has an impact on the deck. First of all, because obviously they're light. Second is there is the form of like a sub-engine. It forms. It's like it has like the same purpose as, let's say, a mathematician, and you know, the performance engine, as in damage juggler or trick line. Both have. It's basically that package, I guess, if you can compare them. You know, they have their upsides and downsides compared to mathematician and or, you know, the damage juggler and trick clown. But short set, the package that I'm running is the spell card at the 2 in the main deck. It's basically their rota, which is searchable off of one of the normal summons, which is at 2. Again, I want to keep the amount of normal summons for the deck, well, not too high, and that's why I prefer it at 2, because of the Magistus level 4 is also at 2 here, because again, that has the advantage that it will search out the fusion spell, but that's besides the point. So back again to the Holy Knight monsters. One of them has the effect that when it's like normal summoned, you can search one of their spell traps from Holy Knight. So again, one target being their rota, and their rota searches basically the entire monster lineup. So that's either the, you know, I'm playing 2 again, being 2 level 4s, and the 1 level 7, and that's, you know, the dragon. The Sarayu, I believe the name is. Again, you know, the old school card from back, you know, years ago. It was a promo back in the old school days. But just fine as one-off, because again, the archetype is, well, it's somewhat focused on like bouncing back your level 7 light dragon back to the hand, special summon it with their gimmick effects, and then, you know, your level 7 will activate a destroy card from your opponent. So okay, that's cool. But with their only first wave of support, it's just far too slow. It needs more support, more cards. So again, I need to find other archetypes to combine them with. But one of them also and that's why I prefer this engine also, is that it somewhat reminds me of a small Trickstar engine. Again, you're able to normal summon one of the level 4s, search the spell is able to search out your the card, what's it called, I forgot his name. You know which one? CL, I believe it's CL. The new one, the level 4. New, they're all new, but you know, one level 4 was revealed after their you know, initial first wave of support, and that has the ability to bounce back one of your Holy Knight monsters on the field back to the hand to special summon itself. So that could be cool, while at the same time in your graveyard, one of them also has the ability to banish itself from the grave to special summon another Holy Knight from the graveyard. So again, in this way, it's kind of similar to Trickline, I guess, but at the same time, it does something, also gives you, or can give you an advantage going second, as you see here. Like, again, this is their Rota spell. It can search out your Sariaju, or however you want to pronounce the card, and if your opponent is controlling a dark monster while you're controlling no monster, keep that in mind, you're able to special summon the level 7 dragon. And again, that dragon has the capability to like pop a card from your opponent as soon as it's summoned. So kind of forcing out the negation here in this case. That's cool, but again, it's only good that if your opponent has like a dark monster. Anaconda is there, you know, like change the attribute of one monster on the field, but I mean, you're controlling a monster at that point being Anaconda, so yeah, you get the point. But it's cool, it's also a light, so worst case scenario, you could use it for something like a Shaddoll Fusion or El Shaddoll Fusion or Bane, basically any Shaddoll, you know, like fusion that you want to summon your construct, right, but any other way. I guess these are some basic Shaddolls combos. I should be able to go for game. Unicorn eventually will bounce back one of the threats, being the Charles access code target hits the board with a double pop, and here is why the level 7 dragon definitely comes into play for the OTK, because it has the ability to, very similar to the Galaxy Ice Photon Dragon, to banish the monster that it attacks until the end phase, but your level 7 dragon can attack another time, you know, like directly after, very similar to the regular Blackluster Soldier. So anyway, again, going first, I mean, you know, some standards. Should all replace, I guess, going for Construct again first turn, searching the Rota spell, which again has the capability to search out probably, well yeah, probably one of the level 4 CL, depends. If I can again have the follow-up play, or if I want to have another Holy Knight name in my graveyard. So Schism as a chain to Harpy's Feather Duster to put up the Winda, very strong obviously against stuff like Zodiacs, which again forces the DD Warrior Lady, the Whiptail effect from Zoo, but again this should be my duel right, already the momentum is in my advantage. Normal summon the Magistus, try to search out their Polymerization, which I already have one of in my hand, that's cool. I mean, that's the thing with Shaddolls, right? The only thing that Shaddolls really can lose, outside of course, you know, like multiple hand traps, is bricking, as in not drawing any fusion spells. And that's why I kind of prefer running a very small Magistus engine in the main deck to search out, you know, your Polymerization spell. Cross Sheep hits the board and will eventually turn itself, I guess, into access code. Not sure if I can go for game. If I have enough monsters. Yeah, Wendy's effect. Again, next Schism, banish a trap. I should be able to go for a game if I'm not mistaken, if Access Code Darker is still there. So again, Construct again hits the board, or I can only pop one card, but then again I should be able to, right? Yeah, it should be enough, because again, Gamma and Driver are definitely not enough. I can use Access Code Darker once because of Cross Sheep. And yeah, indeed, this is indeed more than enough to attack for a game. So, well, okay, going second, for example, Shaddolls definitely have the, you know, the ability to OTK your opponent thanks to stuff like Cross Sheep into, well, maybe Unicorn to get more attributes, more links in the graveyard for that. Next replay going second against Eldritch Field Spell.tech, you know, Utopic Sex, and this is a problem. I use Gamma, obviously, right, but Ash Blossom is there, and I had the ability to chain maybe the, you know, the El Shaddol fusion, put up a strong fusion, try to attack over Zex, so that maybe might have been a better choice, but I was like, well, all monster effects will be negated even then, and, you know, because of the Blossom on the Gamma, so I was like, oh, well, let's just keep the El Shaddol fusion, use it during my opponent's turn and go from there. And maybe, hopefully, capitalize on, you know, the Shaddol fusion that's in my hand. Hopefully, you know, the opponent having an extra deck, or at least a monster special summon from the extra deck. But, yeah, that's the thing is, Utopic Sexel is one, but it will block my Shaddol fusion during my next turn. So I need to get rid of it. No other extra deck play, and that's a problem. I do top deck a Shaddol monster, but not that strong. Unless, of course, okay, yeah, impermanence, right. Would have been able to send, I guess, one of the traps, maybe. Depends on which I already have in the graveyard. But set Wendy said, I guess, the Shaddol fusion is a bluff. But we know, yeah, the Eldritch is there. And the problem is that Eldritch has that built-in protection effect, so it can just attack over the construct. I can get back another Shaddol fusion, but, I mean, it's useless if your opponent is not having a monster on the field that is, you know, special summoned from the extra deck. And as a thing with Eldritch, you know, it can recycle through their spells, their traps, draw a light, so again, that's strong. I can, you know, try to get the double, I need those 2 draws, but get blossomed, so yeah, that hurts. The crucial effects are stopped every turn, impermanence, Ash Blossom, yeah, what can I do? Double Ash Blossom, I think, right? Yeah, on Gamma as well. Yeah, this wasn't my duel, wasn't my game. Another Sanguine, there it is. And this should be the game, right? A rank 10 Exceed will eventually follow. That's the extra deck monster I was waiting for, but yeah, this is a game. I mean, this is a game again. Eldritch is going to special summon itself back again. It cannot be destroyed by card effect, so it can just attack over Construct for GG's. Last example, going first again, using the Rota, you know, normal summon Rael, I believe the name is, which is going to get negated, so that's cool, I guess. Very similar to Mathematician, which is also a normal summon take-up. Kind of forces out your opponent's hand traps like Impermanence, Veil, or Blossom. Then again, I guess Mathematician does have the advantage that it can send Hedgehog from your deck to the graveyard. You know, kind of get you a Shaddol monster, and that's where this Holy Knight archetype or combo, oh yeah, like you know, like splashable engine does not help, you know, accessing a Shadoll monster. But at the same time, it has its own advantages. And who knows, with like maybe more upcoming support, other level 4s that, you know, take use of those graveyard effects a bit more, free special summons, free getbacks from the graveyard, the archetype might definitely have potential to, you know, combine it with fusion archetypes like Shaddolls, like Invoked, right? So Zeus is cute, but again, both Shadoll fusions will just trigger El Shadoll Fusion. I do play double copy of Ariel. I think that's kind of staple, right? App Cologne will kind of force out the Zeus, and now I should be able to attack for a game if it's not for hand traps, I think. So yeah, Hedgehog hits the board thanks to the Wendy. Gets some recovery, recovery plays going with Schism here in the hand. The El Shaddol Fusion is still live. Construct again hits the board for the free pluses, sending one of the traps to the graveyard. Another Construct hits the board for, you know, Hedgehog, you know. Still having the, okay, I think my plan here is to go for Masquerina, right? Okay, yeah, Masquerina with double Shadoll Trap and Skomata and Wendy in hand, plus the El Shadoll Fusion, which I'm going to get back. This is strong, very strong. And, yeah, I probably should have gone for Masquerina in the previous turn, right? I mean, what was I thinking? Instead of Cross Sheep, go for Masquerina and, you know, you just using Unicorn during my opponent's turn, bounce back their only Zodiac monster, and it probably would have been my game already, but it's fine though. Schism again. And that's the thing, right? With the Shadoll spells and traps, they'll get you just back in the duel for basically free fusion. So I like the new Holy Knight archetype, but it needs a bit more, right? So again, feel free to leave suggestions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.